Hi guys, welcome to the channel. If you are a rideshare driver or if you are a delivery driver, you are in the right place. This channel is dedicated to inform you of the goings on of the rideshare and delivery community, along with tips and tricks to help put more money in your pocket. So tonight we are talking about the Uber and Lyft strikers in Los Angeles. It's Uber and Lyft driver strike for higher pay in Los Angeles. So the reason I did put the strike video up about a half an hour ago, and I want to go over exactly what the people that are doing the strike / demonstration, what are they doing, and then I also want to provide my own personal insight, because we here at Chicago Rideshare Advocates also have been working, also doing the exact same things they are doing. So let's get started. The very first and foremost thing that stood out to me about this particular article, it's an article at HuffPost, and I think it was the most informative article. Of course, everybody's been talking about this today, but it says, we drivers are being exploited and being taken advantage of. These two giant companies, one ride-hailing company driver said. So basically, of course, our rates dropped here first in Chicago, so we already started getting this ball rolling a little bit. We were angry before, but now in Los Angeles, they just got their rates drop, and they're like, whoa! So the whole deal is, guys, listen. We do have some things coming up the way, just as a little hint, for you here at Chicago Rideshare Advocates. We do have some things, and I will be sharing a bit of our meeting that we had the other day, but it's not going to share intricate details. Let me just tell you. Okay, so it says that after Uber cut its drivers' pay by about 25% earlier this month, members of the driver lead group Rideshare Drivers United decided to strike for 25 hours. And I commend these guys. I know some of the people were like, oh, this doesn't look like a lot of people. But you got to start somewhere. First of all, you need to grow traction. Apparently they have like 3,000 people in their group. That is way more than, well, we got 1,500, I think. We have a lot of people in our group too. We're getting some stuff done here in Chicago, and I will be sharing with you some of those things, because I feel like it's important to the driver community for people to know exactly what's going on. So let me get on with it. So apparently they are striking from midnight Monday through 1 a.m. Tuesday to demand that their previous pay be reinstated and ask for a minimum hourly wage. So what they have in, a lot of people get caught up on this minimum wage, we're not employees. And, we can't be a union. We're independent contract. Okay, listen, the way they worded it in here, minimum hourly wage, really what they want in New York is a minimum pay guarantee. And it's not necessarily, we need to get minimum wage. So it says earlier this month, Uber cut the per mile rate for drivers in LA and parts of Orange County for 80% to 60 cents, from 80 cents to 60 cents per mile, the Los Angeles Times reported. While the exact numbers of drivers striking on Monday is unclear, there are about 3,000 members in Rideshare United LA-based group. It is not fair. It's a joke. It doesn't make sense, says Karim Bayayumi, who's part of an organized team, Rideshare Drivers United. The 40-year-old father of two is a full-time driver with Uber and Lyft, usually working 6 days a week from about 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. It's not like rates were okay before, but this is completely unacceptable. He added, we drivers are being exploited and being taken advantage of by these two giant companies. As part of the strike, Rideshare Drivers United is asking drivers to turn off their apps on Monday for riders not to use Uber and Lyft services all day. Uber and Lyft are both expecting to launch an initial public offering soon, and Lyft pegging its value at $20 billion and Uber potentially looking at $120 billion when it goes public. While Rideshare Drivers United first demand is restore the members' recent cut pay. The group is also asking for $28 an hour minimum wage before expenses. Ride-hailing company drivers in New York won a $17 an hour. Actually, it was $27 an hour and 22 cents. But after expenses, it was $17.22. The latest last year after expenses. As part of the strike, the group is asking drivers to turn off their apps on Monday and for riders not to use Uber or Lyft services all day. There are dozens of people picketing in the Redondo Beach on Monday carrying signs reading "Restore our dignity, restore 25%." Presidential contender Senator Bernie Sanders tweeted his support of the strike on Monday. I stand with Uber and Lyft drivers striking in LA, he wrote. One job should be enough to make a decent living in America, especially for those working for multi-billion-dollar companies. Bayumi said that while the rates cuts from Uber prompted the strike, drivers are not happy with their pay from either Uber or Lyft. A spokesman for Lyft noted that 91% of the services drivers into part-time and less than 20 hours a week. An Uber spokesperson said in the statement Monday that the company is introducing a new promotion feature and its recent rate changes will make rates comparable to where they were in September, while giving drivers more control over how they earn by allowing them to build a model that fits their schedule best. Bullshit. March 11th, a per minute rate for Uber trips in Los Angeles and Orange County increased, but the per mile rate decreased. In 2016, hundreds of Uber drivers in New York City went on strike after the company reduced rates. Because ride-hailing company drivers are classified as independent contractors instead of employees, it's harder for them to unionize, according to the Los Angeles Times. But Bayami hopes Rideshare Drivers United will grow beyond California and organize more drivers to stand together for their rights. While this strike ends at 1 a.m. on Tuesday, it is only first of several actions to come, Bayami said. I believe what Uber and Lyft drivers are doing is a valuable service. We bring people home safely after a long night out. We take people to work, he said. We're trying to make a living, and we shouldn't have to be struggling and scraping pennies off the floor. So I really like this stance. Now, I was in other rooms and people were like, that's not very many people. When you have things like this, there are more people that have to do things that, like, we've had, the driver turnout is not always like a tremendous outpouring. A lot of times we're expecting, we're hoping to have like 1,000 drivers, and we end up getting less than that, of course. You know what I'm saying? It's not always, people have lives and things to do. You know, we try to stand up for each other. But the whole point of things is, and this is really important, these people are your brothers and sister drivers. And I feel that it is pertinent that you stand behind them and give them your support. I feel that if they are getting out there, hitting the pavement, sitting on your couch and looking in and saying, oh, it doesn't look like you're doing this right, that is, you know, it's easy to give canned answers. It's easy to sit on your couch and look in and not help out. It's easy to just sit on your couch and not do anything. That's a lot easier than it is to get your butt out there and get a megaphone in your hand, or grab some flyers and talk to people driving by. And let me tell you, I've done it. I've done it. I've done it. I've done it here in Chicago. I have done it many times. And these people are just getting going. Okay? They're just getting their foothold. Do not kick the baby while it's down. Okay? We need to support them, even if we're just being positive and signing their petitions and saying, hey guys, what's going on? And being part of the group. Okay? If we are behind them, it's better than just sitting on the couch and going, oh, that's a bunch of crap. Because these people are standing up. I know you're going, well, they're standing up for the rights in LA. But ultimately, every driver's rights are going to be affected by these strikes. Ultimately. So it would behoove you as a person to get up off your couch and at least get on Facebook. I'm pretty sure Rideshare Drivers United, I believe I'm already part of their group, but I'm pretty sure they are on Facebook, okay? And at the very least, you can be part of their Facebook group, add them on Twitter at the very, very least. Ask them if they need petition sign, anything, you know? Just show your support. I understand some people have kids to take care of. Some people have doctor's appointments. Some people have other things to do. But saying, well, just striking for a day. Of course, striking for a day is not going to do it. But you got to start somewhere. And that's where we started. We went out and did demonstration. We started gaining traction. We started doing something. We started going to the TMP lots, passing out flyers, getting people in on our deal. We started talking to the media. We started talking to politicians. You got to start somewhere. And standing out on the street corner with only 5 people even is a start. And it's better than sitting on your couch texting, delete Uber, delete Lyft, because that's not doing nothing. That's not doing nothing. It's not doing anything at all. Okay? It is my belief that I believe that eventually the rideshare community will be regulated. It will. That's what I believe. Not only have we just gotten a gas hike, I think we're going to keep getting gas hikes. And that is going to put more of a strain on Uber and Lyft. Okay? And then they keep dropping our rates. That's going to put more of a strain on Uber and Lyft. I genuinely believe they can't keep up, their balancing act with all the plates and, we can't raise the rates because then part of the reason why they don't want to raise the rates is they want people to not use public transportation as much. There's a lot of places in the city of Chicago. What I'm saying is people are, the use of buses and trains in the city of Chicago alone has dropped. Okay? And that is why Uber and Lyft want to keep the rates so darn low. But they also want to be profitable. But as you guys know, their business model does not work. And so they're going into their IPO with their business model not working. I am wondering how that's going to work out, because it's my personal belief that these people are going to end up like going down the drain. I really believe that eventually. So sit on the Uber train, I absolutely freaking love Uber. Okay, I do. I love driving for Uber is what I mean. I hate the company. I love driving people around. I enjoy the conversation. I enjoy meeting people, but I don't like the safety issues, and I don't like the canned answers. I don't like the rate cuts. I don't like they don't even, the one thing that I really have always said constantly, why is it that Uber, I know why, okay? Why aren't they giving a proper training to their people? I mean, there's these people, we met with the taxi union, and in the taxi union, they said that there's these people driving the wrong way down the one-way street. There's all kinds of people coming in from out of town that don't know their way around, and they're driving the wrong way down a one-way street in Chicago, and the taxis are like up in arms. And then this is the same thing that happened with the taxis. The taxis, they flooded the market with taxis and dropped the rates of the taxis and dropped them so low that the taxi drivers had to strike. So do not sit back and pretend and think that this is not the beginning of something. This is the beginning. We have already been starting here in Chicago. They're already getting stuff done in New York. Things are about to go down. They are. The fire is burning inside of us. And people are fed up. People are literally fed up. And it is time that we start getting stuff done. So, anyway, I wanted to touch base. I did put out a video that was all about showing the protest and talking about the protest, but it wasn't talking about the protest. It was just showing the protest itself. And I wanted to talk to you about what exactly the protesters want. I mean, it's good to know. It's good to know. So, if you have any questions, you can contact me, DriverLadyPro driverladypro@gmail.com. If you want to be part of any of these organizations, if you are in an area and you want to start an organization or want to know how to start an organization, get a hold of me. I will help you out. And not just me, anybody at the Chicago Rideshare Advocates will help you out. We will help you out. I don't care if I have to drive there and start passing out flyers with you. I will help you out, because this needs to be the beginning of the end. This is the beginning of the end, folks. This is the beginning of the end of the unfair treatment. And I appreciate Bernie Sanders tweeting for us. Yay, Bernie. Thank you, Bern. I appreciate, not that we support any political agenda or anything like that, but we appreciate all the support that we can get. And this is wonderful. And it's really sad when we show up to the lot and we have that one or two rogue driver that they want to argue, they want to pick a fight, they want to try to draw us into argument. They'll come up to me, and I've started a protest, and or not a protest, a demonstration, and then a guy's like, "I want to see your rating." Well, he was trying to get me to stop my demonstration so he could sit and talk to me, because most of you guys have low ratings. And we're like, no, I have a good rating. I'm here. I'm not making this up. We are done being treated poorly. This isn't a game for us. All right. So, please, guys, make sure you like, share, comment. Let me know. Do you drive for Uber? Do you drive for Lyft? Have you driven for Via? Do you drive for Juno? What kind of car do you drive? And how many hours a week do you drive? Now, I've had to drop down to only driving. I used to be 6 days a week. I've had to drop down to driving less and less, of course, because of my health problems. But you know, I also have been putting a lot more energy into making sure that this channel and my other new channel, I'll put the link to my new channel below. I have a channel, by the way. Let me give a shout out to my new channel. It's called Dragonfly Language. Dragonfly, one word, language, the end word. And I have self-taught myself Spanish, and my other friend is a native Spanish speaker that self-taught herself English, and she's teaching Spanish, and I'm teaching English, and we're doing it from the standpoint of we've done this, we've learned this, learning other languages. So all right, guys, please make sure you stay safe out there. And I think I'm going to call you guys my pro team. So thank you to my pro team. And as always, hustle hard, but hustle smart. And if you don't hustle smart, take your broke booty home. Driver Lady Pro out. Hasta la vista.